Hi, I'm Dr. Andrea Hall, author of The Metaphysical Love Stories. If you like romance with a twist, you'll like this series. Today I'm reading to you from the first one, and the book is entitled Good Regardless, a Metaphysical Love Story. I'll be reading from chapter 3, entitled Perspective, Raw and Uncut. I was afraid to go to middle school without Ayanla. She remained very present and spent a lot of time reassuring me. The only difference is that we're sharing a body, she said. We're going to know lots of kids there because we went to elementary school with them. It's going to be fun. It'll be just like we said it would be. If you start feeling nervous, we'll practice heart math techniques like Auntie Juanita taught us. I'll remind you to take slow, deep breaths, to think of something that makes you feel especially good, and to hold on to that feeling. Remember what she said? Aunt Juanita said, feeling good is the most important thing in the world. When you feel good, good things are attracted to you like a magnet. It's the law of attraction. It cannot be otherwise. We've got this. Sometimes I forgot that no one else could hear Ayanla, and I'd answer her out loud. That caused people to think I was crazy. Dad tried to take me to a psychiatrist, but I refused to go. I asked him, didn't you hear what the senior minister said at Ayanla's homegoing service? Ayanla is still with us. If you don't hear her, it's because you don't want to. I want to hear her, so I do. Even Ayanla was impressed with that comeback. Dad left me alone after that. After all, wasn't he a metaphysician too? Auntie Juanita, Dad's older sister, came to the rescue. A spiritual care practitioner, she counseled members of our church and had a private practice. We loved going to her cottage where she lived and had an office, white with lavender trim, matching shutters with carved out hearts, and window boxes filled with tulips. It resembled the dwelling of the seven dwarfs in a child's picture book. The scent of Nag Champa incense, white sage, and apple cinnamon candles always filled the atmosphere. Absorbing all the cabin's aroma, along with the added scent of patchouli from her shampoo and skincare products, Auntie Juanita smelled even more amazing than her cottage. Always colorfully dressed in attire from Kenya or Nigeria with matching head wraps, she was magical. Even Dad had a lot of respect for Auntie Juanita and was overjoyed when I agreed to meet with her regularly. Ayanla and I loved and appreciated our auntie even more when, in response to his offer to pay her, she said, don't you insult me, Robert. It is an honor and a privilege to spend time with Aisha. We're going to have a blast. I can't wait. We did have a blast in our meetings with Auntie Juanita. We chatted openly about all things, learned to play the piano, and read books she assigned to us. We discussed them afterward and learned a lot about living as metaphysicians. Our favorite books were The Game of Life and How to Play It and Your Word is Your Wand by Florence Scovel. I always looked forward to our visits with Auntie Juanita and was excited to start middle school when fall came around. At school, I discovered running as another form of therapy, although it turned out to be into a bit of an obsession. Coach Moret, my eighth grade gym teacher, sparked my passion for running during the third week of school. Mr. Moret told the students to finish out the period by running around the track for the remaining 20 minutes of class. Run the whole 20 minutes if you can. Walk if you need to, but don't walk just because you want to. Walk because you simply can't run anymore. Show me what you can do. I took off running with a group of girls, trying to fit in, but separated from them as I fell into my own rhythm, a practice I repeated throughout life. The longer I ran, the better I felt. I feel like I'm floating. This is the best feeling ever. Ayanla agreed with me. There's nothing more important than feeling good. Get ready for more good to come. I was so absorbed in running and feeling good that I hardly noticed everyone else had gone back into the gym. I only stopped because I didn't want to miss the bus going home. I remember when I finally stopped running, Mr. Moret was standing on the basketball court, watching a wide grin and sparkling green eyes lighting up his caramel brown Creole expression. He insisted, then implored me to join the track team. I did. And next to meeting Coach Moret's son, Joseph, it was the best thing that ever could have happened to me during those middle school years. Joseph, a high school junior and a long distance runner on his school's track team, assisted his father with coaching the middle school long distance runners. I quickly became his favorite student to work with. You are amazing, he would tell me. You're going to be running an 8-minute mile by the time we hit our first track meet. I just know it. Praises from him sent butterflies fluttering from my tummy up into my throat, keeping me notably quiet when he was around. I gushed about him nonstop to Ayanna, but hardly said a word to him unless it was to ask how I could improve my time or technique. As he predicted, I took first place in the first track meet by running the minute in 8 miles, by running the mile in 8 minutes. Joseph met me at the finish line, swooped me up, and swung me around. It was all over for me. I was head over heels in love. It didn't even bother me when I was in the locker room and overheard one track team member say to another, "She's Coach Moret's pet. She's fast, but she's weird. She talks to herself." "Maybe she's talking to her dead sister," the other one answered. They giggled hysterically, not knowing that they had spoken the truth. I emerged from the toilet stall and passed by them to wash my hands, then stared down at the much shorter girls without blinking, jaw firmly set, making it obvious that I'd heard them and daring them to say something else. My confidence then was rooted in the fact that I took home first place ribbons and they didn't. That and the fact that I believed I was Joseph's favorite too. Didn't they see the way he picked me up and swung me around? I walked out of the locker room smiling, reliving the moment in Joseph's embrace, not giving the girls a second thought. Thank you for listening. If you liked that, and if you'd like to order a copy of your own, then check out the link in my subject below.